What's up, my people? Welcome back. It is episode 3, and I figured it's about time that I post about my first love, which is football. I realize this is something that you need to do is ask guys to subscribe and like and share, and I'm learning new ways to do it. So this week I'm like, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share. So if you haven't done already, let me give you some time to do that. Yay! The story I want to share with you today is about the Europa League final, where Chelsea absolutely thooped Arsenal 4-1. I don't even know if people still use that word, thooped, but it's so appropriate in this scenario. I watched that thooping live in Baku, Azerbaijan. I know. Yeah, I've been an Arsenal supporter for many years, 17 to be exact, like since 2003. Like, whoa, the last few years have been torturous, to say the least. It's sort of like we were in a marriage and we're not divorced, but we're sleeping in separate bedrooms. By the time of the final, I was super lethargic when it came to matters Arsenal. Like, I just wasn't as invested emotionally in the team. So if they lost, I was more focused during that period on my fantasy Premier League team. That's what used to give me life. I used to watch almost all the games to check up on my team. So when Arsenal beat Valencia in the semi-finals 3-1, I was like, could this be it? Could this be it? It was much easier to get tickets for that final because it was so far away from the UK, like a 5.5-hour flight, so tickets weren't moving as fast, and I bought mine so impulsively. I was just like, you know what, couldn't hurt. It was so easy to get into Azerbaijan. That worry for like visas was not there. As long as you showed your Europa League final ticket, that's it. You get a visa upon arrival. So everything was set in my head. I was like, if we win, like, I'm back, like, I love you. This was Arsenal's chance to save this marriage, And got to Azerbaijan the night before the final. So the whole day was super cool, just going around the city. And let me just tell you, I don't think they've seen a lot of black people in that country. I felt like such a celebrity. You guys were stopping to ask to take pictures of us. And I'm not lying, I got called Beyonce, Rihanna. Stop laughing, it's not that funny. Let me take my win. Please let me take my win. Anyway, back to the final. I had everything ready. I had my shirt, my Kenyan flag. I was ready, and we got to the Baku Olympic Stadium. It was beautiful. They did such a good job lighting it up with like Europa, and when you get there, like, the excitement is building, the atmosphere is really cool, people are excited. The game starts and you're watching, and in my head I'm just like, God, this is it. Like, this is my chance to watch Arsenal win a European trophy in my lifetime. As we're watching, I just look around. It wasn't that full. Like I said, a lot of fans from the UK weren't willing to come down. In fact, both Chelsea and Arsenal gave back tickets because they couldn't sell them. It's a 70,000 capacity, so there were some gaps here and there, which meant we could seat anywhere we wanted. So even like the tickets I bought were like Ukonyuma, so we're able to just go to where Arsenal fans were and chill together, and Chelsea fans did the same. So now I'm just standing, I just look around, and then I see Robbie and Troopz, and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are the guys for Arsenal Fan TV. For the rest of the half, I'm paying attention to the game, but I'm also trying to master cards. Like, during the halftime, you can go, you can talk to them, and ask for an interview. So that's what I did. I just gathered up my courage and I went over and I was like, hi, I'm a journalist from Kenya. You guys have such a massive following. Is it okay if I interviewed you? And they were super cool. Like, we took the flag, we were like posing, and I did the interview.
We're so close, so tight. I'm still confident we're going to get a win today.
Okay. What are the chances for Arsenal today?
I can win it.
So I asked them, like, hey, can I interview you guys after the game? And they were like, yeah, cool. So I go back to my seat, I'm excited. Second half starts, we're like, hey, they didn't do so badly, let's see what happens.
1 hour later.
Seriously, I was just thinking like, all that money. Seriously. The game ended. At least I had a mission. I think trying to find these guys and interview them again sort of gave me purpose and sort of made me not really internalize and digest what had just happened, because I was now more focused on getting the story, as in Troopz was out of there. So I went and spoke to Robbie. He was not happy, obviously, who would, but he was sweet, you know, he was courteous enough to give me the interview.
Arsenal has just lost the Europa League final. Robbie, you can tell us some of your thoughts.
It's a very, very poor performance. 0-0 at half-time, and to concede 4 goals in the second half. I mean, you can see the fans are very upset. How many more times is this team going to let the fans down? How many more times? An awful performance for a final, disgusting. And I really do think there's a lot of players in that team that need to go now. We've fallen apart in the last 6 weeks, and we've fallen apart here again today. And we've seen it over the last few years, actually. Arsenal just fall apart time and time and time again. The team needs a lot of money spent on it. The owners need to look at themselves. The team needs to look at themselves. This is a mess right now.
I remember on my way out, I actually saw DT, and DT was just like, And then outside, I saw the group. They were now doing the proper one. Robbie was talking to fans, and wow, guys are pissed. Oh my days, can't believe it. Arsenal all the time. We pay week in, week out for this team. We've travelled all the way from London, all the way 5.5 hours to watch that. Isn't that crazy? Hey, I tried. So yeah, it was just like, it makes you feel better. Like, hey, these guys are really sad. Like you're not so badly off. After that, I see Troopz again, and I'm like, hey, please, is it okay if we do the interview? And he was like, cool.
What went wrong?
Depressed, man. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is, man. It's done. It's done. Can't say any more, man.
What do you think went wrong today? You were
Everything.
good at halftime.
Everything went wrong. The whole thing went wrong. There's no mentality, man. Every time we go 1-0 down, the heads just drop. There's nothing there, blood. There's fuck all there.
Down 1-0, we knew it. We knew it.
We knew from it went 1-0 what was going to happen.
Obviously.
Simple as that, man.
Came all the way over here, expecting something nice.
Came from fucking Canada. Canada.
This is pathetic, Troopz. I was with Troopz at the Burnley game in December. This is pathetic, bro. Performance today was garbage. Ozil's got to go. You can't be having plays like that inside. There's no fucking moral, nothing. The man didn't even fucking come on and celebrate and clap for his team. This is rubbish, bro.
Sat on the bench, innit?
Of course. Honestly. You know what? I promise you, next year, I'm not going to fucking sit in front of my TV and watch a fucking Europa League on a Thursday. I got better things to do.
I think for me, what made it all better is that you sit back and think like, you're in Azerbaijan, like, no, you're on holiday, go explore. When else would you have gotten to come to this country if it wasn't for football? So the next day it was like, hey, tourists, go check out the sites. The architecture is so beautiful. They have this place, it's a national park, but it's a bit out of the city, and I'm telling you, it looks exactly like Naivasha. We had a good time. You know, it all was not lost. Like, it was sad Arsenal lost the final, but it was still a really great experience. You know, sitting, being with our fans, and it's one that I'll never forget.